Hello everybody, and welcome to another vintage cube draft. I've gotten a couple comments on recent videos about audio quality, and I get it. It's frustrating because I just bought this new mic, and it was quite expensive, and it seems like it's worse, but hopefully I tinkered with some settings, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better today. This pack is insane. We have Soul Ring and Moxchat. Pretty easy Soul Ring here. I do think it is just better than Moxchat. The pack is good even outside of that, though. Kiki Jiki, Cryptic Command, Venser. I guess really just those. You can first pick a Skull Clamp, but pretty easy Soul Ring here. I'm happy about that for sure. And I think we just go Soul Ring into Jace. Soul Ring is good in decks that have a lot of cards that cost like 4 and 5 mana that you can accelerate early. They're sort of hard castable on their own, but they're insanely good when you play them in 2 turns ahead of schedule. Outside of the Jace, we could take a Signet, could take Scarab God. There's not really any aggressive cards. Yeah, let's just take the Jace. Very, very good pickup. So the stuff we're looking for now, I mean, any really good blue card would be a good pickup, but also Signets, especially blue Signets, ways to increase our consistency of going, like Jace ahead of schedule. I think we go for a little bit of Jace Tribal here. Jace Fringe Prodigy is pretty good as well. Not as good as his big brother, but still a pretty good one. Other good cards include Layla, Scrubland, Emery. But yeah, pretty easy Jace here. This is a good pickup. Now we see Pestermite. We passed the Kiki Jiki. If Kiki comes around, we could take the Pestermite. But I don't think I want to speculate on that and just slam the Pestermite right now. The blue cards are not very good in this pack. We could take Blood Crypt. Blood Crypt is a pretty good one. Grixis is a solid color combination. There's also Inquisition of Kozilek for good cheap interaction and Lightning Strike for more cheap interaction. I think I like taking the Blood Crypt though. Ooh. Okay, well, more blue cards is good. Chartacoris, Brazen Borrower, also Inferno Titan. And Titan is quite good with Blood Crypt, well, it is good with Blood Crypt, also good with Soul Ring. But I think we just want to take the Chartacoris here. Yeah, cards that add consistency to your deck are so valuable, and Chartacoris does that very well. Okay, there's a High Tide. But I don't think blue is that open. I kind of think we just want to take one Power Stone here. Yeah, none of these other cards are that good. Croxa is interesting. Actually, Croxa is pretty good if we are Grixis, but that really stretches the mana pretty thin. I think I'd rather have the Worn Power Stone. Yeah, let's go with that. We could still end up in mono blue artifacts. Here we get Tundra, Arid Mesa, Creeping Tar Pit. Definitely think it's going to be one of the lands here. Duretti's a consideration, I guess, but I don't think it's worth it. And I think I like taking the Tundra here. White does appear to be fairly open. There's a couple cards we would want, and I think Blue Eye Control is a great deck. Yeah, let's go with that. So this Blood Crypt may or may not make the cut. We'll see what appears to be open. Whoa. Very strange. Okay, that's a super late miscalculation and a super late Swords to Plowshares. Swords to Plowshares is a better card in general, but I think we take the miscalc here. Actually, maybe Swords is just that good. Actually, yeah, I think this card is too good to pass. Let's take the Swords. Miscalculation is good as well, but Swords to Plowshares is the best removal spell ever printed. We have Jace to flash it back. If we get no counter magic and we get Path and Oust or something, I'll regret this pick, but I think it's a really good card to have access to. So still a couple different directions we could go, but I would say the most likely is just Blue Eye. Oh, whoa. Okay, Kiki did come around. That is interesting. We're not missing out on much by taking the Kiki here, so let's do that speculatively. Now we get Fumigate, Signet, Direfleet Daredevil, Kozilek. Yeah, let's just take the Fumigate. Super late Layla. So I guess we take that. I think this was the Pestermite pack, though. It was either this or the next one. If the Pestermite doesn't come around, we're immediately cutting this Kiki Jiki. Although we still could play red for Layla. Ooh, all right. Well, Twin is open, so maybe we pivot back in that direction. I Don't think any of these cards are very good for us. I guess I'll take Figure of Destiny. Ritual. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Okay, so we have Kiki-Jiki and Pestermite. We have some good blue cards. We have some white control cards. And then a bunch of colorless mana. So a few different directions here. Soul Ring is not particularly good with Kiki-Jiki. But we'll see what we get in pack 2. Not the best pack for us. There's some good white control cards. Lightning Helix is good. Inspired Idea is solid card draw. I think we just take the Inspired Idea here. Yeah, I'll take that. We should be able to wheel one of these white cards, and we might not even play white. The Pestermite Kiki-Jiki is the most powerful thing we have, so hopefully we're able to make that work. There's Splinter Twin. Okay. Wow, actually really good pack. Misty Rainforest Treachery, Mystic Confluence. I kind of think we passed the Splinter Twin. Everyone passed Kiki-Jiki, so I think this will come around. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to cut white, if possible. Just go blue-red, wheel a Kiki-Jiki or the Splinter Twin, and take Mystic Confluence, which is just a broken card. Yeah, let's try this. Ooh, Dak Faden. Okay, this is looking good. Sacred Foundry could help us, but yeah, Dak Faden is pretty broken. We'll take that. So right now we're not playing any of these. We might end up with them, but this seems pretty sweet. I really regret the Swords to Plowshares pick now. Miscalculation would be much better. At the time, it was looking like we would go white, and I was not anticipating wheeling the twin cards. The mana is going to be tough. We really need to get some fixing, and we have the 2 lands we have right now do not help us at all. But we have some really powerful Planeswalkers, some broken acceleration, some solid card draw. We have all the pieces other than the fixing. Okay, Burst Lightning, Chrome Mox, Mystical Tutor. I think I like just taking the Burst Lightning here for the cheap interaction. Although maybe it is Chrome Mox. Yeah, actually, let's take the Chrome Mox. That helps us to accelerate, and we have a lot of cards that are good to play ahead of schedule. There's Resto, which does go infinite with Kiki-Jiki, but I think we still take the Abrade here. We don't have the fixing really to splash white at the moment. We might end up doing it, but yeah, let's just take the really good cheap interaction here. Especially having just passed Burst Lightning. We can just turn 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor. Chrome Mox pitching something, yeah, that would be pretty sweet. Late Fallen Shinobi, Ren and 6, but easy portend for us. That is a very good pickup. We don't have fetch lands, which is what really make this good, but it's still good on its own. And now we can take a Dig Through Time. That's great. Dig Through Time is very good in combo decks. We don't have other ways to use our graveyard at the moment. Grim Lavamancer is another way to use your graveyard, but I think Dig is going to be better for us. All right, let's take Frantic Search. Good card selection that can also help us to fix our mana. If you have 2 red lands and 3 blue lands, you can use Frantic Search to filter blue into red mana and cast Kiki-Jiki that way. Okay, we get Gideon on the wheel. I think we just take the Lightning Helix in case we splash white. We're probably not going to be able to play double white. We still have no fixing at all, so that's pretty bad. Oh, wait, was that the Splinter Twin pack? Oh, no, if Splinter Twin doesn't come around, that would be quite bad. I think Splinter Twin was in the next pack, though. I think it was in the one that we're about to open. Hopefully I'm right about that. Nice. Okay, that's good. I haven't actually done a twin deck yet. I had one draft where I got, like, I got like Steam Vents into a Fetch Land, into Dak Faden, into like Zealous Conscripts, into Deceiver Exarch or something. And I thought it was the best start ever. And the deck was looking pretty good. And then halfway through pack 3, I realized we had like Pestermite, Exarch, Zealous Conscripts, but neither of these cards. And we had a bunch of cheap interaction, but no win conditions. And then we just never got there. And the deck ended up being pretty bad. I think we went 1-2 with it because there was no win conditions. Siege Gang is actually not bad as an alternate win condition. It's decent on its own, and then it's very good with Kiki-Jiki and Splinter Twin. Take the land. Take the red card. Needle Spire is actually a card we might play. But yeah, the mana is pretty bad here. Oh my gosh, what? What? Are you serious? We opened Mox Jet, Mox Pearl, Mox Sapphire, Black Lotus, and Soul Ring this draft. Deal. We're taking the Lotus. That's better than Mox Sapphire for this deck. This really helps to make red for Kiki Jiki. It also enables turn 1 Jace, but that is just obscene. I really wish that these were spread out and we could also get the Mox Sapphire, but cannot really complain. We're not going to wheel anything from this pack, probably. Maybe Goldspan Dragon, but easy Black Lotus, and we'll be very happy about that. Still no fixing. But there's Narset and Chandra, which are both good cards. I think we just take the Chandra here. Yeah, this card is quite strong. It also makes red mana for Kiki Jiki, and it's a great turn 1 play off of Black Lotus. All right, Ragavan, really good pickup again. I mean, the spells in this deck are obscenely good. We'll take it. Control Magic would be a good card to get on the wheel, but Ragavan is better. The problem is we're probably just going to be running like eight basics of each type or something, which is quite bad. Yeah, neither of these lands help us. At this point, we're very unlikely to be playing white. Funnily enough, a black-white fetch land would actually be a great card in our blue-red deck because of these two lands. That's the one upside of these of having these lands. Okay, Faithless Looting is a good pickup. That helps us to draw through our deck and find the right lands. Trinket Mage would be good too. We have tons of acceleration, but I think we need the Faithless Looting. If we're not going to have fixing, we need to have a lot of cards like Faithless Looting, Frantic Search that help us to increase consistency. Still no fixing. There's Shark Typhoon, Plateau, if we want to try and splash white still. But I don't think we do. We're not really a Grim Monolith deck. Honestly, let's actually take Pyroclasm here. Shark Typhoon is decent, but I'd rather have a card that's just stellar in some matchups than Shark Typhoon, which is always going to be fine. Ooh, love getting Expressive Iteration. Probe is good as well, but we'll take the Iteration. All right, we got no fixing. Imperial Recruiter is a good one, though. That can find Pestermite. We didn't get Deceiver Exarch or Zealous Conscripts, but this makes us a lot more consistent. So we need to make one cut even if the draft ends right now. What is that cut? Ooh, late Lightning Bolt. All right, that's pretty good. The Gear Hulk is good with Dig Through Time and Mystic Confluence, which is not bad, but I think I'd rather just have the Elite interaction. Take Goldspan, but not play it. All right, what is the cut here? Could be Incinerate since we already have a Braid and Bolt. I think I like the card draw. We could go 16 lands potentially with Soul Ring Mox and Chrome Mox, but... Or sorry, Soul Ring Lotus and Chrome Mox, but I think that's a little loose. Maybe we cut the Siege Gang, but then we're pretty all in on the combo. But I think that's probably fine. There's P and Kieran Lar. Okay, this is actually an alternate build. Like the Siege Gang, P and Kieran Lard build. Like we could even just cut the twin combo actually and run it like this. I think in the main deck we're going to not play these cards. Ooh, I actually really like Manamorphose in this deck. That helps us to fix our mana a lot. Then we get some Artifact Destruction, which we can play on the board. We'll take the Shark, I guess. I mean, our colors are open. It just sucks that we didn't get literally zero fixing. I don't know if we had some that we could have taken and didn't. I don't think so. Memory Jar, okay. What are we cutting here? Maybe Frantic Search. We already have Dak Faden plus Faithless Looting as better versions of that. And then we can move the Shark Typhoon to the board to bring in against control. So our game 1 configuration would be this. Very bad mana. We're going to have to mulligan a lot because of that. But the spells are incredible. We have great acceleration. We do have 20 mana sources, but I think that our fixing is so bad. We can't afford to cut any of this. And then against decks that have a lot of ways to break up our combo, we can bring in these guys and cut the combo. Seems good. Again, mana sucks. Spells are great. Hopefully we draw the right lands. See you in round 1. All right, we have our round one opponent with our no fixing blue-red twin deck, hoping to draw one island and one mountain in the opener, at least. And also hoping to get trophy number 38. All right, nice. We get to be on the play against Finesse Kid 1, and we do have one land of each. This is great. Perfect fixing. Can't lose. Friendly opponent, too, so really everything is going right. I'm going to portend on turn 1 here looking for lands. Whoa, well, there's a Soul Ring. Honestly, I think we keep these. I really want lands, but we have the looting to find stuff, so we can go next turn Soul Ring into Jace. And we're stacking it this way because Soul Ring is the card we want the most. So if they Thoughtseize us, we don't want it to have it. We don't want it to be in our hand yet. See our trophy status. So we draw the Jace. Mountain Beaumont Courier. Okay, we're gonna need to be fast. We have a Braid to kill that though. So we'll go for the Soul Ring, go for the Jace, and pass. We know we're drawing a Braid, but we can look at a lot of cards next turn. If they don't kill our Jace, we can loot with a Jace and play Iteration to get 4 fresh looks at a land. And our deck has 15 lands out of 31 cards. They might just kill our Jace here, though. Braid the Soul Ring. That's unfortunate. Alright, so let's loot first. We could actually potentially flip our Jace this turn. No, let's loot first. Come on, land. Splinter Twin. I think we discard the Twin. We're a long way away from the combo. Then we play Iteration, which digs 3 cards deep. Thank God. Alright, so we take Dak. Oh, wait. Lotus? Does that do anything good? Honestly, no. I think we'd rather just have the land. So we'll put Dak in our hand, Lotus on the bottom, exile Island, and we'll play the island and pass. Next turn we can flip our Jace and steal their Beaumont Courier. Splinter Twin is gone, but we still have Kiki Jiki in the deck. They swing for 1. Eidolon, okay. Drawing a land there is good. So let's flip the Jace. Probably discarding the looting. Yeah, definitely discarding looting. Then we go land, Dak Faden to steal Beaumont Courier. And then we'll plus the Jace on the Eidolon, and they can't kill either of our Planeswalkers at the moment. All right, good position for us. We have 2 Planeswalkers. They don't have any threats that can attack profitably. We have Dig Through Time that's going to be cheap. Okay, Hellrider's annoying. They cannot kill our Jace, but they can kill our Dak. We have a Braid to kill the Hellrider, though, next turn. So I think we just go Braid plus Dig Through Time. Plus here. Then we'll go land, go. I don't think we attack with the Beaumont Courier. We're trying to combo them here. We're not really going for their life total. Richardson Port. That's slightly annoying. That's a Braid to deal 3 damage to this. We take 2, but then they don't have any good attacks. We can play Dig Through Time and leave the Faithless Looting and one other card in our graveyard. If we want to leave another card in our graveyard, I don't think it matters. Yeah, I think I'm just going to... I don't think it matters. Okay, they play Lavamancer. That's fine. Okay, we get the Pestermite. They have Kiki. They have the Grim Lavamancer to break up the combo though, so I think we take Chandra Pestermite here. Oh wait, what am I doing? We have Jason play. We should have definitely left a Braid in the graveyard. I don't think we're playing Braid either way this turn, but still we should have done that. They tap an island. That's fine. Then we go Mountain, Chandra minus on the Lavamancer. And then plus Jace on the Eidolon again. I'm not rushing to the combo. I want to make sure we get to a spot where we can do it with some level of protection. Because if they kill our Kiki Jiki, we really don't have many ways to win the game. Ooh, do they have Inferno Titan here? That would be an issue. Could have Banefire for 5 to kill the, or for 4 to kill the Jace. I really hope it's Banefire, not Inferno Titan. Fire Blast Jace. Okay, that's fine. We get to untap with Chandra. Actually, wait, can we just win? No, we can't win unless we draw Kiki. But we're in a great spot. So we can plus for a card. Chromox. Good thing we're not drawing that. Then we'll play Imperial Recruiter to find Kiki Jiki. We take 2. And then we pass. They have 1 card. Gotta like this position pretty well. They play Goblin Guide. That's fine. But with the Chandra, let's flip land. Nice. So we'll bolt here. And then double block the Goblin Guide. And then we can go for the combo end of turn. If their last card is a burn spell, they can break up the combo, but then we'll still have Chandra going, and we should be able to win with the Chandra. And if their last card isn't something that kills Pestermite at instant speed, then we just win. So we'll tap your port. Layla, good draw. So play this, plus this for a card in case we hit a counterspell or so. Or I guess actually it doesn't work with counterspell, but we'll still go for this. Because we want to have a contingency plan in case they do kill our Kiki Jiki. Playing against mono red, so we can bring in... Honestly, I think we actually cut the combo in this matchup and just bring in these guys. Even if we do pull off the combo this game, we don't need the combo to win. We just need to outlast them. And these cards are very, very good against them. Sort of funny to bring in Pyroclasm and also 2 things that are terrible against Pyroclasm, but I think that's okay. And assuming we don't hit anything that drastically changes the equation, we're just going to go for Kiki Jiki plus, okay, just a mountain, sure. Kiki Jiki plus Layla. All right, they conceded the combo. They did not have a piece of interaction. So, what are we talking about doing here? Bringing in Siege Gang, Pia and Kernular, Pyroclasm, Incinerate, potentially one of these 2. Frantic Search is also a maybe. I think we're just cutting all of the combo. And then we want to bring in all these for sure. I still like Dig Through Time, I think. Layla's worse on the draw, but is worse, worse on the draw and also in a matchup where it's not about attacking really. But I still think it's worth playing. Do we get greedy and go down to 16 lands on the draw? I think so. Yeah, I think it's fine to cut 1 mountain on the draw. Don't think we're going to bring in any of these. Yeah, let's run it like this. We still have 19 mana sources. Okay, good hand. We don't have blue mana, but we can make blue off of the Metamorphose, and we have removal spell into removal spell. Beaumont Courier, okay. Pyroclasm, very good draw. So we might just try to hold... Yeah, I'm just going to take one from the Beaumont Courier. Okay, Goblin. Yeah, this looks like a great spot for a Pyroclasm. Just a clean 2 for 1. They are going to get in for some damage first. That's fine. Hope they flip a land. Nice. It's even an island. That is perfect. All right, let's go land, Pyroclasm. Clean, 2 for 1. Sort of a 3 for 1 because we got a land off the Goblin Guide. We do take 4 damage from it, but that's fine. They don't even have a play that turn. Whoa. We could play Imperial Recruiter, but I think we just pass, hold. What are we afraid of them doing here? Like a Planeswalker would be bad. It's probably worth it to play the Recruiter here, actually. It's much more mana efficient, and we do have a lot of stuff in our hand. Okay, I think we just take Pia and Kieran Lar here. And then if they don't do something drastic, we can play that. And if they do something drastic, we have plenty of burn spells. Mana Crypt, okay. So they could cast Inferno Titan, then we double burn spell it. Okay, they play Chandra. Make mana. Wow, alright, well, that's a good turn. Take 1. We're going to let them have Chandra for a turn. Ooh, Soul Ring was a phenomenal draw. Now we can go Soul Ring into Chandra. No, here's what we do. Metamorphose into more red. Red. Then we can go Chandra minus on this, plus Bolt their Chandra. Or is it better to... No, it's probably better... Yeah, let's just go... Actually, we need to use our Bolt on their Chandra, probably. So, yeah, let's just go Chandra minus on this and then Bolt their Chandra. And then hit their Chandra for 1. They have 1 card. They're going to get to keep their Chandra for a turn. If they don't get to kill our Chandra this turn, we win. If they kill our Chandra and they get to keep theirs, it could be bad. They play land, that's good for us. Then they plus this for a card, almost definitely. And hopefully don't hit anything too relevant. Just a mountain, that's good for us. Do we get to untap? If we do get to untap, we can use Pete and Kieran Lar to kill their Chandra. Okay, very nice. So let's add mana. Play Pete and Kieran Lar. Make some dudes. Sack one of the dudes to kill this. And I honestly think I sacked the Soul Ring at this point. It's done its job. And now we're just astronomically ahead. We're still at 10, which is a healthy life total. We have a Braid available for their next threat. We have a lot of pressure. We have a Planeswalker. We have Inspired Idea to keep the cards flowing. I'm not going to Braid this Mana Crypt. I think it actively helps us at this point. Wow, they are super flooded. That is a little unfortunate for them, of course. Let's go land, plus Chandra for a card. Ooh. Our opponent's right, that is gross. Oh, if only we could play Mystic Confluence. So tragic. All right, let's just pass. They're down to 5. And yet another land. That is so frustrating. I'm sorry. Finesse Kid 01. Or just 1. 10 mana. They can almost Banefire us out. They could Banefire us to 1. That's hilarious. Do they actually have the Banefire? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. All right. We go to 1, but then we kill them. All right, that was quite a first match, but this deck seems sweet. I'll see you in round 2. All right, we have our round 2 opponent. Poor thing, about to get Splinter Twinned. All right, we can keep this. Yeah, we can definitely keep this. What do we pitch to... We want to play Ragavan on turn 1, definitely. We could pitch Kiki Jiki or Imperial Recruiter or Metamorphose, actually. I think I'm just going to pitch the Kiki G... no, let's pitch the Metamorphose. Yeah, let's pitch the Metamorphose. We could play turn 1 Imperial Recruiter, but that doesn't seem worth it. Let's just go Ragavan, Soul Ring, pass. We could dash Ragavan on turn 1, but that's almost definitely not worth it. We're unlikely to get something we can cast. So I think I'd rather just get it down so he sticks around. Oh my gosh. We don't have double blue, so we can't play that right now, unfortunately. We'll hit them first, see if we hit... Oh, wait, we'll get a double blue. Yeah, we can cast that. This is disgusting. All right, hit an island. Play Jace. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. Let's brainstorm looking for land. All right. This is so good. We're way up on mana. We're drawing extra cards. We have Ragavan going. All they have is an island. It just pass again. All right, let's go. Hit with Ragavan. Hopefully we connect. A swamp, okay. Let's go Brainstorm, and then we can shuffle away the cards we don't want with the Imperial Recruiter. Ooh. Put back these two. Then go Mountain, Chandra. Plus for mana. And play Imperial Recruiter. Grab Pestermite and pass. Could have also grabbed Jason, just played it, but I think I'd rather set up for the combo. We're pressuring them in so many different ways now. Can we just kill them? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So yeah, we can. If they tap out, we just have the kill in hand. If they don't tap out, we can just keep on hitting with Ragavan and using both of our Planeswalkers. They do have a play. But most of the stuff they could have here wouldn't be that bad. Ashiok, not a problem. Toxic Deluge, not a problem. Hero's Downfall of Planeswalker, not a problem. Phyrexian Metamorph, hilariously not a problem. That's just so bad. I guess they can't be Soul Ring. But yeah, now they're just dead. Worth noting, Pestermite plus Splinter Twin, you can't win on your turn because you need Pestermite to not be summoning sick. But with Kiki Jiki, you can. So let's go Pestermite, tap Soul Ring, just to play around potential Dismember. Plus for mana. Kiki Jiki. All right, what a game. We just absolutely popped off here. They could have Force of Will, but that's the only card in the format that saves them. Actually, Solitude, but they're not playing Solitude. All right, that was just disgusting. Look at our turn 2 board. This is worth a screenshot, actually. All right, so we're playing against blue-black control of some sort. How do we want the sideboard, if at all? I think we do want to keep the combo in this matchup. It seems like they might be able to win through the Siege Gang plan pretty easily. We could bring in Shield Breaker because we know they have Metamorph. Oh, we definitely want Shark Typhoon. Maybe we cut the Twin. Just go with only Kiki Jiki plus Pestermite. Although at that point, maybe we do just cut the combo. You know what? Yeah, I think this is worth cutting, at least on the draw. They know about it. They're going to play around it. If they're spending their whole game playing afraid of it, then we can just win with Beatdown. Yeah, I think this is a good plan for this matchup. Bloodthirsty Adversary is also interesting, but let's just run it back. we'll see more of their deck here, and like if we see the most of their removal is sorcery speed, they have like board sweepers and stuff like that. We'll cut this and bring the combo back in. But if they have dismember, just like any instant speed removal spells, the combo is pretty weak, and we don't have counter spells to protect it. So I don't want to be all in on a 2/2 for 5 mana surviving, and then just like they kill that, and we have no more game plan. Ragavan with no red mana, tragic. But I think this is still a keep on the strength of Portend. And then if we draw a red source on our first turn, it becomes great. All right, we get a lot of looks. Hopefully we can find something. I don't like this, but I think we do keep it. So we draw our second land, and then we're probably going to play Jace, actually, before playing the Ragavan, because we want to loot through to find more lands. All right, we go land Jace. We know our top card is a bad one, Mystic Confluence. We can, if nothing else, cycle our Shark Typhoon next turn to get one more look at a land. Okay, they have the Dismember. Makes me feel a little bit better about the decision to cut the combo, although I'm sad that they have it here for our Jace. Signet, okay. A lot of options here. We could abrade the Signet. We could cycle Shark Typhoon hoping to hit a land. We could cast Ragavan, or we could dash Ragavan. I think I'm going to go for the fairly passive play of cycling Shark Typhoon. I don't love it, but I think we do really want to hit land drops here. And if we hit a red source and we can play Ragavan, then this is really good. Bummer. So now it depends on what they have. If they just have a bunch of reactive stuff, like a bunch of dismembers, we could beat that. If they have the Scarab God here or Ashiok, we're going to be in really bad shape. Solidly over half of our deck is lands. We have 15 lands and 3 pieces of artifact mana. So 18 out of 28 cards are mana in our deck. Inspired Idea. That's pretty good. They're up on cards and up on mana by a lot. All right, looting is not a bad one. We have to hit land here, though. Okay. I don't think we're going with Chrome Mox here. We're already behind on cards. Let's just discard this and Lightning Bolt and then dash Ragavan. Actually, we can discard Imperial Recruiter. That's a little slow. Alternatively, we could play Imperial Recruiter. But I don't think that's right. Let's do this. And dash Ragavan. And attack. The best hit here would be Ancestral Recall. Ravenous Chupacabra. Okay. So we're very behind, but we're not just dead. It depends a lot on what they have in hand. But they did just draw a bunch of new cards. Thought sees us. Okay. I don't really know what they'll take here, actually. I could see reasonable arguments for Ragavan, Pian Kernalar, Chandra, and Mystic Confluence. And maybe even a Braid. Honestly, Bolt is the only card I'd be shocked if they took. I do worry, though, that our deck has too much air now. Like, most of our deck is just mana. So, our hand is stacked, but not enough to beat their 6-card hand, probably. We have 14 lands and 2 pieces of artifact mana, so now 16 mana things to only 9 spells. All right, they take our Chandra. That makes sense. This looks like it could be Tasker. Oh, Urza? Okay. That blocks the Ragavan pretty well. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. We'll see what we draw. Land, of course. That's not surprising given that that's almost all of our deck. Let's just play the PN Lar and pass. This card plays well with Ragavan. You can sacrifice the treasure tokens for damage if you don't need the mana. I wonder if Urza's the best 1/4 ever printed. I think, like, the blue Saheeli card is a 1/4 that's up there, but Urza's probably better. Yeah, probably is. Ragavan, probably the best 2/1 ever printed. Dark Confidant's pretty good. But yeah, probably the best 2/1 ever printed. I do not think Pia and Karen Lar is the best 2/2 ever printed. They only have 4 cards, so maybe they're a little flooded. Their card draw was inspired idea. It wasn't something like Memory Deluge or Dig Through Time, so there was no card selection involved. Hopefully they just spin the Urza. Oh, Jace. All right, that's pretty bad. We do have Bolt to kill it, but actually, yeah, that's not too bad. But it's definitely solid for them. Bounce a Thopter, okay. No attack. Oh, what? This is not a good attack. Okay, happy to see this. So we could go for a pretty greedy line, which would be to Abrade plus Bolt this and then kill the Jace. That's bad against a removal spell. We'll see what we draw. Mountain, of course. We could also go Abrade plus sack treasure token on this. And then attack Sean, and then attack Jace with both. But we really do need to kill this Jace. Okay, this is what we're gonna. Let's go Bolt this, Abrade this, and then attack Jace. And if this doesn't work, we can sack the Thopter token to kill the Jace. So, Abrade, 3 damage here. The fact that they're thinking about this is bad. Then we'll go Bolt, 3 damage here. And then if this works, well, we'll see. We could go Dash Ragavan and attack them. That's a little bit risky, though, if they have a way to kill the PN Karen Lar. I think I'm going to just attack the PN Karen Lar at their Jace and see if they kill it. And then Thopter at them. Because again, we have to kill the Jace here. We were able to kill the Urza. If we could remove both the Jace and the Urza in one turn, that would be a really good swing for us. Bounce that. Okay. In response, sack the Thopter to kill your Jace. And now we're going to get to replay the PN Karen Lar and make more Thopters. Yeah, I think we're in reasonable shape here. We're probably slightly behind, but we're ahead on life. We're not as far behind on mana since we've hit a couple land drops in a row. The scary thing is that we're just going to only draw lands for the rest of the game, basically. We're not going to be continuing to hit gas. I think we just do Hymn to Torok alone. Because if they take 2 cards out of this hand, it's going to be really hard for us to win. They take the Hymn. I'm not even sure what we want to keep. Probably just not the Ragavan. Either one of these two would be fine. Bummer. Now, hopefully they attack, but they definitely won't. They're down to 1 card. Flashback the looting. Now we're going to draw all our lands that we didn't want to draw earlier. Just pass. But yeah, that's the problem. We missed our land drops early, and now we're drawing them late. That's the exact opposite of what you want. You want to have your lands front-loaded in your deck, not back-loaded. That's 5, 6, 7, 8 lands down. So we still have 9 left. Metamorphose. All right, we'll fire this off. Make blue-red. Do they counter this? Okay, force of negation, that's fine. Pass turn. If we find Dak Faden, we can steal our construct and then start getting Ragavan hits in. Dak Faden's also why we're holding the island. Yep, they get that down, so they have somewhat of a clock, but we still have a few draws. Gonti, that may seal the deal. Because we really only have Pestermite left in our deck as a way... Or, Siege Gang Commander as a way to pull ahead here, and it's becoming harder and harder. Dig through time. All right. Is this our dig through time? I'm unclear. We'll see which one it goes, which graveyard it goes to. See, yeah, it looks like it is our dig through time. That would have been one of our good draws, of course. Attack. We take it. So Incinerate would be good here. All right. Guess we'll play land pass. This way, if we draw Siege Gang, we can activate it immediately. They actually don't have that much instant speed removal for our combo. They have Brazen Borrower and Dismember to break it up. That's all that we've seen so far, though. And it's going to be really hard to outgrind them, so I think we go back to the combo for game 3. Yeah, we can't really... We have to either go under them with a fast and sort of broken draw, or combo them. Like, I don't think outgrinding them is really going to be a good plan in this matchup. Take a ton of damage here. I don't think there's anything we can draw. I'll take a draw step just in case there's something I'm not thinking of. Maybe Expressive Iteration into some crazy stuff. Basic Mountain, not going to get the job done, though. All right. So, tough game 2. But we get to be on the play for game 3. Hopefully we have a draw like our first one. I think we do, just bringing back the combo. Maybe not this, though. We can just bring in Pestermite plus Kiki. And cut Chromox on the play. Yeah, let's do it like that. I'll still leave the P and Karen Lar. The synergy with Ragavan does make it better. Let's just turn one Jace or P and Karen Lar. Or Chandra. You know, that game might have all come down to that portend decision. We chose to keep a pile that had 1 mountain and then 2 cards that were basically just bricks. Maybe we should have just mulliganed, or sorry, shuffled that. I think the hand was a keep, but we could have shuffled that and tried to hit land in another way. Okay, this hand is good. We have turn 2 Jace, they'll kill it, but then we have turn 3 Expressive Iteration to recoup some card advantage. Opponent keeps 7. This is not the matchup we want, though. We want to play against decks that, like, we want to play against proactive decks because we can just do a more powerful proactive thing. Against reactive decks, they have ways to break up our combos and then just outgrind us and have more gas in the long game. Do they have a way to kill our Jace? They do have, at least they have black mana. That's a good start for them. Maybe they just go like dismember, paying 2 life. No, they would have dismembered at end of turn probably. Valky, okay, fair enough. We have a lot of answers for this though. I'm not too worried about it. They could take Layla and then next turn pay 3 and make this become a Layla. That would be sort of spicy. They do take the Layla. Okay, let's loot to start because we really need to hit lands and just dig as deep as possible for them. Okay, let's discard looting. Play iteration. Nice. I think we keep the Jace in hand and then portend to try and find more lands. So Jace in hand, mountain on bottom, exile island, play portend targeting us. Okay, we got our red source. I think these are a keep. We're not going to be cycling Shark Typhoon next turn, almost definitely. But we're actually definitely never playing Charter Course next turn, so we'll go like this. Pass turn. The next turn we can play Jace. Oh yeah. Next turn we can play Jace. Potentially bounce Valky, flip this Jace, and have multiple Planeswalkers on the board. And our hand is stacked, so I think this position is pretty good for us. Yeah, looks like they are just flipping this into a Valky, or into a Layla. So I think we're just going to bounce that. They cannot play this island because they already played land this turn. We're actually not going to be able to flip our Jace this turn, but we can next turn. That's fine. Jace, bounce Layla, pass turn, or bounce Valky. We'll get our Layla back. Pass turn. And now I don't really know what we discard here. All of the cards are good, and the Charter Course we're drawing is also good. Probably just Charter Course. Yeah, I think we discard the Charter Course that we have on top because we have we have action in hand. We don't need to filter through our deck. Charter Course is for filtering through your deck. But we have Jace and Jace to do that. I just don't think we need Charter Course in this spot. It's a good card. I would like to keep it, but I think all the other cards are better. Ravenous Chupacabra here, maybe. Gonti. Do we want to take the Charter Course off the top of our deck? No, if they take the Charter Course, that's fine. This way, if we were already planning on discarding the card on top, this gives us a chance of hitting something we actually want to keep. Although, I still think we're probably discarding. Hopefully, we just hit a Chrome Mox or some card that we actually don't want to draw. If we draw, Pestermite, that would suck, because we can't really discard Pestermite or Kiki-Jiki, and I don't want to discard any of the other cards either. Although, Layla's pretty bad against Gonti, so that's maybe a card we could discard. Yeah, actually, let's discard the Layla here. Untap. We draw the land. Let's flip the Jace and plus on the Gonti. Or we could just flashback Expressive Iteration. But I think I'd prefer to just plus on the Gonti. So we'll Brainstorm. Let's put both creatures on top of our library. Actually, no, we're probably planning on playing Dig Through Time this turn. But still, I think we can afford to put Kiki-Jiki on top. Yeah, let's go Mountain, Kiki-Jiki. Then we play Mountain plus here and pass. And then our plan is to go Manamorphose to draw the Kiki-Jiki that we want in hand. We just wanted to put it on top so they can't hit it with Valky. Then we go Manamorphose, draw a card, and then we'll have 6 cards in our graveyard, and we'll play Dig Through Time for 3 mana, leaving only the Faithless Looting in the graveyard. We're going to have to delve away everything else, which makes our Jace worse. But we can flashback. I think that's still fine. Yeah, they play the Valky, so that's fine. It is just a 2-1 here. They can't attack our Planeswalkers effectively. Again, it would be more of a loss that we're exiling all of our graveyard away if we didn't have more good spells to flashback with Jace, but we have just insane spells on our hand to flashback. So, like, yeah, I wish I had Expressive Iteration as an option, but I think this is still fine. We could kill them, although I don't know if we want to go for it into their open mana. But if we found Black Lotus and Pestermite, we could kill them. They just pass. Do we want to just make a Shark instead? No, I think we do go for the dig here. Metamorphose, make blue. If they counter this, that's totally fine. It looks like they do have a counter spell, so they're probably countering our dig, but we have more action. Vendilion Click. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to let this happen. We could cycle Shark Typhoon to make a 1/1, but then they could hit our click, and I don't want that to happen. Or sorry, they could click our Kiki. So we'll just let them take their pick of these cards. They probably go for the dig. Okay, and then I think oh, they didn't take the dig. Wait, what did they took Mystic Confluence. Okay. Then yeah, we will fire off this dig. Oh wait, for some reason I was thinking we would have to delve away way more than we do. Yeah, this is totally fine. So this, and this. We hit. Interesting cards. Pia and Kieran Lar seems pretty good on this board. I think we just take Chandra and Pia, and then we can plus Chandra into Pia. Yeah, that seems really good. Then we'll have 3 Planeswalkers on board. There's the Lotus. So do we? I guess we do just go for it. We can brainstorm with Jace, and if we hit something, we win. Can we? Do we want to also even play Metamorphose this turn to dig 4 cards deeper, or 1 card deeper, 4 cards in total? No, I think we want to plus Jace this turn. We don't need the combo this turn to win. We'll give ourselves a chance, but I'm not going to sacrifice future stuff to increase the chances. Okay, interesting. Let's put back land, go land, Soul Ring, Chandra. Then yeah, I think just plus Chandra for mana. We're gonna hold the Lotus in hand. Play Pia and Kiernalar, which makes blockers. So they don't have good attacks now. Plus this here, because that's the only thing that can attack well. And then we could play Ragavan, but I think I like just playing Lotus and passing. And we can make a Shark, a 2/2 Shark if we really need to. I'm not planning on making a 2/2 Shark, but if they like have multiple removal spells and fight through our stuff and they're about to kill our Planeswalkers, that would be bad. Fatal Push a Thopter. We could actually just sack this Lotus to kill their... No, this is fine. We don't need to do anything about this. I will happily trade Pia and Kiernalar with the Valky here. I just want to have a clean board so these Planeswalkers can dominate. The more creatures are on the board, the more tension there is, and the more possibility there is for our opponent to leverage that into killing our Planeswalkers. Okay, I think now I will sack this because I don't want them to be able to... Yeah, we don't want them to be able to hit us with a click. So sack this for red. Kill your click. This also counters their Brazen Borrower, so they can't cast 3/1/2 of this either. Now we have no more plays, but that's a pretty good one. Brazen Borrower goes straight to the graveyard, where she belongs. He or she. I don't really know if Brazen Borrower has a gender. All right. I'm totally fine with this trade. So it looks like we're going to get to untap with all 3 Planeswalkers. Chart a course to draw 2. Oh, that is what they had off the Gonti, sure. Do we try to combo them this turn? We could just hardcast Shark Typhoon. I think our top card is a land that we don't need. Actually, wait. Let's just hit them with Ragavan, I think. Okay, so we'll start with Brainstorm. Just stuff we don't need, all right? Then we go Abrade this. Dash Ragavan. Him to Torok. Oh, we don't have enough black mana. Oh, wait, we can flashback Manamorphose. That's sweet. So we cast this to make black. Him to Torok you. We take him and their counterspell. Then we can plus this to clear the top card, which is another swamp, or a land that we don't want. We can go land, and then do we just flashback looting? I think we do this, actually. Discard 2 lands, and we'll pass. Our hand is still stacked. We have 10 cards left. We know that the bottom 5 cards are all not Pestermite. We can actually guarantee that we find Pestermite next turn, so we can combo them, but we might not want to if they have open mana. We'll see what they do on this turn. Hardcast Muldrifter, that's fine. They do still have Dismember. Hopefully they tap their last land, but I don't think they will. Okay, Preordain. They could play land, but if they're tapped out, then we have a kill next turn no matter what. Bottom top and pass. Oh, they do have another land. Okay, so they could have Dismember. Well, let's play land. Plus Chandra for a card. The Chandra Ultimate can win. We hit another island. Jeez. Now let's Brainstorm. There's the Pestermite. Okay, we also have Mystic Confluence, so we can go for the combo with Counter Magic backup next turn. We can't do it this turn, though, because that would take... Well, the combo costs 7, so we would need 12 total mana. We have 8, 9, 10... Oh, wait, we do! Wait, let me just quickly count this out again. So we play Pestermite, untap a land. Oh, we can even untap Soul Ring. Yeah, we can pull this off. We already played a land this turn. So put back land, Inspired Idea. Then we go Pestermite. Oh, they're F6, but we could have won even if they did have Dismember, but they don't. Untap this. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have Treasure Token plus 4 lands for Mystic Confluence to protect. All right, sweet. Take down game 2 with our. I mean, we're really more of like a blue-red control deck than a pure twin deck, but we have twin as a win condition. We are 1 win away from trophy number 38. Let's get there. All right, we have our opponent for the finals. Hoping to secure that trophy. Do we get to win the die roll? Yes. Do we get to have Black Lotus into Jace? Almost. Wow. I mean, this hand is sort of funnily bad. Like, it's good. I'm not going to complain with this hand. We're going to keep it. But we don't have the best things to do with all the fast mana. Oh, no. Come on, computer. Yeah, I mean, we keep it, though. Definitely keep it. We probably want to save this Black Lotus to play Kiki Jiki. So we're just going to go for turn 1 Island Soul Ring pass. We could use the Black Lotus to just play Inspired Idea on turn 1 with Cleave. I don't think that's worth it, though. We also could just win if we draw Pestermite. Okay. Land go. And then next turn we play Inspired Idea. They could have a counterspell, but I don't think we... Like, as the game goes on, we lose the advantage of the Soul Ring. So let's try and leverage it now. Cast this with Cleave. Hopefully it resolves. Actually, this is a misplay. We should have definitely played Mana Drain, or Black Lotus first. Oh, I predicted their Mana Drain, I guess. That sucks. But, yeah, we could have played Black Lotus to play around Mana Leak. I think that would have been correct. But now we just have no action, and our opponent has 6 mana for this turn. So that is unfortunate. If they Mind Twist our hand, I'm going to concede. I think. So they don't know we're playing the Kiki combo. The Scarab God. Okay. We still just win if we find Pestermite. A Braid. Not good at all. Yeah, this is not looking very good for us. We're on a 4-turn clock, and they have all of the colors of interaction that we don't want them to have. And the Scarab God's pretty tough for us to deal with. We can't kill it effectively. We don't have any ways to steal it. Maybe we were supposed to just play turn 1 Cleaved Inspired Idea. Could have played that around Counter Magic. We would have lost the Lotus, but the Lotus has ended up doing nothing. All right, Layla's a good draw. Hopefully we're able to get the attack in. Nice. Attack Faden. Okay. We could steal their Signet or just loot. And I think I would rather just loot. They're going to get to kill our deck, but we need to find... Oh, Spell Pierce? Okay. Well, that's fine. Layla gave us some good value there. Get the land down and pass. This looks like a tough matchup, though. Multiple counterspells. We haven't seen their removal speed. Hopefully it's all sorcery speed. I can't tell if they're deep in thought or if or if my computer's lagging, but probably it's lagging because their clock is not going down. Oof, I'm so sorry about this. It's pretty frustrating. Okay, Teferi. That's not too bad for us. It's not great, but we don't have much counter magic. Do they bounce the Layla? Probably. And then they should not attack with the Scarab God. We can still threaten lethal if we draw Pestermite. Time Twister, huh. Okay, interesting draws. Still threatening lethal if we draw Pestermite. That's been true for the entire game, the entire match. We draw another land. That is bad. I think we go Chandra plus make mana and then bounce their stuff or bounce their thing and draw 2. We're 1 mana short of being able to also play Kiki Jiki to attack, but that's fine. Let's go bounce, draw 2, and hopefully find Ragavan or something. Or just Bolt to kill the Teferi. Yuck. Those were two of the worst cards we could have found. We still have a Chandra on an empty board, but our hand is just terrible. Like, we do nothing. On the bright side, most of our mana sources are gone. We're playing 20 total mana sources. We have 12, so only 8 left out of... so half our normal deck is lands. A third of our current deck is lands. Knowing that they have Time Twister, I wish we'd played Black Lotus, because then we would have just... This would have been in play, and we would have had one more card in our hand. But if their play is just to play Scarab God again, we can beat that, probably. I mean, you have to think Chandra Plus is going to... Like, we could get 2 looks. We could hit Jace. We could hit... I mean, the Pestermite to win. Can we win if we hit Imperial Recruiter? It's a 7-mana combo, plus 3 for the Recruiter. So it takes 10. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yes, we can win. We have 2 draws that just win instantly. Assuming they don't have interaction. That would be like if they tap out for Scarab God. And if they just pass holding up interaction, then we have a much better Planeswalker, and we probably can win that game. Like, they need to do something about this Chandra. We have no idea what they could have in their hand here. I mean, Mind Twist is the worst case scenario. If they make us discard Splinter Twin and Kiki Jiki, we just die. Or we're not literally just dead. We could win with the Chandra Ultimate, but it's going to be very hard. They could have more Planeswalkers. They could have Fractured Identity for our Chandra. Or they could just have a bunch of lands and sorcery speed removal spells. How about that? Or they could have no lands and only 7 drops. Jace the Mind Sculptor would maybe be our best draw other than a combo piece. Or Dak Faden, just like a way to filter through all these excess lands and draw some more pieces of action. They plus the Teferi, play Island, play Scarab God. I hope it's a Scarab God, because if it's not the Scarab God, it means they have something even better. Okay, it is the Scarab God. And then they pass. Representing counter magic for sure. Layla. Okay, let's plus Chandra for a card first. We don't need to play land first. We could hit anything here and be okay. Inspired Idea. Oh, we can't do anything in Teferi. I forgot about that. That's a bummer. Okay. Attacking with Layla doesn't seem very good. Do we really just go land go? I think so. Yeah, I don't think there's a clear path for us for victory for us. The Teferi shutting down the Chandra Plus is quite unfortunate. If we could play Inspired Idea, we would be pretty likely to win. But we cannot. And we're on a 2-turn clock from the Scarab God. Next turn we can play Layla and get in the hit. We didn't want to attack there with Layla because they could have just killed us. They block, and then they make a Scarab God copy of Layla that's a 4/4, and they attack, and that's 10 damage from the attack plus the life loss from the Scarab God. Cycle miscalculation. Hopefully that was the counterspell they were holding up last turn. They attack us for 5, not the Chandra. Which makes sense. Chandra's pretty neutered in this spot. But it does mean if we draw a burn spell, we can use Chandra plus Scarab God to, or Chandra plus the burn spell to kill the Scarab God. Instant speed duress doesn't do anything, but I think we're just dead. I mean, yeah, just drawing another land there, obviously not good. They can take our twin. Then we need to resolve Layla and hit something off of Layla. That's our only out. Leaving it back to block doesn't work against a fairy. So dead to counterspell, dead to removal spell. Mana drain number 2. Yeah, Chandra can't do anything here. So, well, I guess we could play Kiki Jiki as a blocker, but then they just bounce it. So, yeah, we're dead. All right, tough game 1 against blue-black control. This is a really bad matchup. They have counterspells, discard. Teferi shuts down Chandra. I think we basically just need to run it back, though. We don't have a clean answer to the Scarab God in our entire deck. Wow, I thought the Twister was bad for me. They just see our hand of all lands. Shark Typhoon is definitely a card we want against a fairy. I think we cut the Splinter Twin and run it like this. I think I still want the Abrade and the Bolt. The threats are all good. Yeah, we'll run like this and then really hope for a broken start. We keep it, I think. These have been such bad Black Lotus hands. Our deck is not the best at abusing Black Lotus, but it's definitely not bad. We have a lot of cards that just win with it on turn 1. I mean, turn 1 Dak, turn 1 Jace, or turn 1 Chandra would certainly be very, very good. Turn 1 Layla would also be quite good. But we're not having any of those here. So we'll pass back. We can play Chart Course next turn, taking for something to Lotus into play. Brutal. I mean, it's really good that we have this Chart Course to filter through. All right. Dak Faden will be good next turn. Hopefully they play Signet. Next turn, I will put the Lotus into play when there's a chance that they'll play Time Twister. Duress. Okay, they take the Dak. Probably. They could take the Lotus, but they probably should take the Dak. Interesting. They do go for the Lotus. Okay. They might have Spell Pierce here. I guess we do play around the Spell Pierce by playing Imperial Recruiter. They were planning on Spell Piercing, but yeah, I'm almost positive they have it. Okay, so we could take Kiki Jiki if we want to go for the combo, or just Layla if we want to go for value. I think it's better to take Layla here. We're not very close to the combo, and yeah, I think this just seems like a better spot to be. Do they have the Twister here? If they do, it's fine, and we get to go first with the Twister. We have something on the board. Okay, looks like they have Mana Drain or Miscalc. We could play around Miscalculation if we want to, which I think we actually should do here. Yeah, let's play Island, Chrome Mox. Or do we want to play Layla first or Dak first? Let's play Layla. Layla just, it has more of an immediate impact. They might have a counterspell for it, but we can play around Miscalc and Spell Pierce, which are 2 cards we have seen. We get to attack. Hopefully we hit a Jace or a Ragavan. Island, okay. Happy to take that out of the deck. Then we'll pass. They probably cycle Miscalc. Although the Spell Pierce is the one we know they have. We didn't know they had Miscalc. All right, they just pass. Draw another land. All right, let's go to combat and attack. Or try to attack. Braid, not a very good card for us here. All right, let's go. Dak Faden. We haven't seen Mana Leak, and we might want to discard both lands here. Loot. We're pretty ahead here. I don't think they have a combo. I don't really know what they could have if they're just not doing anything. Maybe they have double black spells. Maybe they have the Scarab God. Oh my gosh. All right. Land go. How many mana sources is that out of our deck? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I believe. Yeah, so 12 mana sources to only 6 actual spells. Bribery is okay. They probably just take the Kiki Jiki. We don't have Siege Gang Commander or Pia and Kieran Alar. We don't have like any dragons or Inferno Titans or anything. Yeah, I think they just take Kiki Jiki just so that we don't have it. And then we're almost guaranteed to hit some spells here. So we should be able to get something else added to the board. They're at 10. They might have to chump block the Layla. They're deep in thought, which is sort of... Okay, they take Ragavan. Huh. All right. Are you kidding me? What? All right, we'll loot. Discard land, looting. Then attack with both. We could actually grow the Layla by flashing back the looting. But I think I want to attack with Layla first, just in case we hit something. I guess we leave this back. Pestermite, okay. Good hit. They take it, interesting. So let's go Portend ourselves. Chandra's good. I guess we keep the Chandra, and then we can just discard the others to Dak. So we go top, top, top. So we don't have the Chandra in our hand on their turn. Then we go... Do we want to play the land? I think I actually will play the land here. Then we play Pestermite. Untap Layla. And pass. They can't play Toxic Deluge for enough. If they sweep our board, we could be in sort of rough shape, but we have Chandra as a follow-up, which is pretty good. And then even if they kill our Dak, we can use the Faithless Looting to get rid of these 2 extra lands. All right, they just... Okay, they swing for 2. We'll trade with the Imperial Recruiter. Fatal Push Layla. Okay. Still got to like this position. Let's loot. Pfft, unreal. This has been such absurd mana flood. Let's play Chandra and plus. Do we want to play Soul Ring also? The advantage of playing Soul Ring is that we can play more... Yeah, I think we do play the Soul Ring here. So we go Soul Ring. Now, if we hit Kiki Jiki... Actually, we can't play it. But we can play, like, 4 drops. We could play Jace or something. Deal. That is great. Spell Pierce, huh? The Spell Pierce they had, that they could have countered our deck with all those turns ago. Instead, we played Imperial Recruiter for Layla, and that is why we're winning. So it's sort of cool when you see like an interesting decision that where both sides have some merit, and you make one, and then you can just see how the line traces it out in the game. This time we did play well, although they do get to hit our thing here. We'll punch them for 2. Pass turn. We have Dak plus Faithless Looting, so we can draw 5 cards. So we can draw 6 cards. We can see half of our deck next turn. All right, they concede. Sweet. So we take down game 2 in a close battle. Actually, maybe not that close of a battle. Our opponent didn't do that much. We flooded so hard, but Dak Faden saved us. Wow, Kiki-Jiki was deep. Was it the bottom card or the second to bottom card? Second to bottom card. All right. We are on the draw for game 3. Having seen bribery and stuff, I think we still just keep the same configuration. I don't think we bring in the Siege Gang, Pia, and Kieran Nalar package. Although, if they bribery or Kiki-Jiki, we are light on win conditions. What would we cut? We could cut like a Braid, potentially. We could just cut the Manamorphos. Yeah, I think we'll cut Manamorphos. It's a decent card, but I'm worried about being too threat light against them. So I think bringing in one more way to close out the game is a good place to be. All right, yeah, let's run it like this. And then I think this is better than Siege Gang. It's cheaper, and it can sack other artifacts. We have a lot of other artifacts. It doesn't work with Kiki-Jiki. You can use Kiki-Jiki to make copies of Siege Gang, so that is some synergy, but I think this is fine. Okay, this hand is a keep. It's not amazing, but we have one combo piece, and we have Chromox Expressive Iteration. Or we can play Expressive Iteration on turn 2. Duress. All right, they definitely take Expressive Iteration. Or at least they definitely should take Expressive Iteration. But this is why you can, like, I don't want to mulligan aggressively, and like, we could mulligan to 4 and then have the Black Lotus Jace hand, but then they just duress you, take your Black Lotus, and you lose. So I like keeping 7 against decks that have discard when possible. They take the iteration. Good play. Well, we have the combo. That's pretty funny. We can kill them on turn 4 right now if they don't have a way to interact with it. They probably will have a way to interact with it, but hopefully not. Polluted Delta, they are playing something here. Probably just a Signet. And then we draw Dak, play Mountain, pitching the Dig Through Time. Or play Mountain, Chromox, pitch Dig, and then seal their Signet. That's what we want to happen. Huh. Well, that is another red source. I mean, we just passed this turn. I'm not going to play... We could play Pestermite this turn, but that doesn't really do anything. Unless... I guess it would mean that we could draw Black Lotus and win. But I think I'd rather just take it slow. We might need to use this Chart Course. Or we might need to use this Take Your Time for value later. We pass, and then if they just tap out for the Scarab God, we win. Memory Deluge. Okay, that's annoying. But yeah, hopefully they go for the nice Scarab God, and then we just kill them. Tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out. Yes, do it, do it, do it. Scarab God. Establish a clock. You need a clock. You can't win without playing the Scarab God this turn. Yes! Untap Island. Then we go land. Chromox pitching Chart Course. Kiki-Jiki. All right, sweet. We secure the twin trophy. Feels good. Let's pull up the deck list and do a recap. This was our blue-red twin deck, and it was a sweet one. We got the trophy, so the result was good. We had some very, very powerful cards. I mean, Black Lotus Soul Ring for starters. We didn't really use the Lotus very effectively. So I actually don't think those were why we won, even though we did have them and they were fine when I drew them. Jace, Chandra, and Dak Faden were an incredible Planeswalker suite. All 3 were carried multiple games by themselves. Layla was very good as always. The twin combo was good. I don't think we needed the Splinter Twin in the main deck with only one card that it combos with, but It was great to have access to the combo. We had pretty good card selection. Not the best for a blue deck, but Portend, Jace, Charter Course, Inspired Idea, Confluence, Dig. We had some stuff going on there, and then of course a nice suite of removal with the Lightning Bolt and the Abrade. The great flaw was the mana base. We had literally no non-basics, uh, and I don't think we passed a lot of non-basics that we could have taken. So that was a little bit dicey. We got honestly very lucky that that didn't hurt us more. Yeah, actually, shockingly lucky looking back. It almost never hurt us. But then the thing that did hurt us was we had some mana flood issues. But Dak Faden was able to loot through that and help to make sure we could find our spells eventually. So yeah, great league. I think Splinter Twin is a really fun deck when it's open. It's not a card. I don't like to take the cards early per se because the card Splinter Twin is just absolutely worthless if other people are taking your Pestermites. But we saw in pack 1 that both the Pestermite and the Kiki Jiki came around. At the time, we were looking at going into blue-white with Swords of Plowshares and Fumigate, but we picked up on the signal, we pivoted to blue-red, found the open lane, and drafted a great deck. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.